What I'm going to explore today is what might happen if I stop making myself small. Simone Louise, what the payoffs are of making myself small, and what are the potential dangers, Eric? What are the potential dangers of taking up more space, of just becoming more fully me? I had a lot of tragedy in my late teens that led to a rather interesting crossroads in my life. And I became a stage performer for several years. And I learned, Simone Louise, that I could psych myself before I got up on stage and become a bigger presence. I could allow myself to feel confident, Eric, to feel confident, to feel competent, to feel like I had something that other people wanted and I could flaunt it, Lee. And I could step into this persona and it could take over the whole night. And it wouldn't start on stage, it would start when I walked in the door. And I intentionally would show up at work looking very mousy because I wanted to practice this inhabiting of myself, Simone Louise. And my hair would be pulled back in a ponytail and I wouldn't have any makeup on and I'd be wearing some baggy sweats and I'd walk in the door and I would breathe. And I would fill myself with this confidence, with this radiant energy. And Eric, within just a couple of minutes, people would start turning and looking at me. I wasn't doing anything. I was just adjusting my internal energy, Lee. And it dawned on me that in my mind, I was being fake. It didn't occur to me that I was taking up space and fully inhabiting myself. Simone Louise, I felt like I was psyching myself, pretending to be someone else. Just imagining what would it be like to be someone who was really confident? What would it be like, Eric, to be someone who believed in herself? And it was amazing. It was just amazing. I didn't have to be, Lee, I didn't have to be perfect. It wasn't necessary. In fact, I flaunted my flaws. I put it right out there in your face. You don't have to like it. I'm not going to feel ashamed of myself because of them. Because I am confident. I am competent. And I recognize now, looking back on that, Simone Louise, that I was taking up space and I was confident and I did believe in myself. I wasn't psyching myself. I was just letting go of all the stories. I was letting go of those voices, Eric, that told me I was ugly and stupid and not good enough and nobody wanted me around. And I just stepped into being, Lee, the person I wanted to be. And I can remember right here as I'm talking to you, I can remember what that felt like. And I've stepped into it so many times in my life. I've stepped into that in speaking circles. I've stepped into that when I was putting on my events. And so, Simone Louise, it feels like something that's so distant when I'm in that invisible space and curled in on myself. It feels so much like, oh God, how am I going to get to the place where I can take up more space? And I recognize all I need to do, Eric, is breathe in, because it's right there. It's already there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Suzanne.
Thank you, Suzanne.
As always, this has been very powerful. I've been kind of agonizing over this question of taking up space and how exactly do you do that? And I've been trying to make a science of it. And it just hit me like a baseball bat. It just hit me as I was talking, and I was feeling it happen in my body tonight, that I already know how to do it. I've been doing it my whole life. It's just for some reason in relationships, I make myself smaller and smaller, whether it's a superficial relationship or a close relationship. I don't know what that is, but I feel so good to know, well, I already know how to do the opposite. So yeah, this has been a great evening that's tied in a lot of things for me. I just feel like there's so many things that are making more sense to me right now.